Hey, Mama. What's up, Mama? Copper. Hey, baby. Come here. Come here. Hmm. You okay? Okay. Okay, Mama. What's up? You good? Okay. Yeah. Miss Biscuit? Miss Biscuit?
Petition. It's called Bitches Are People Too. You want to sign it just to show that you respect to the bitches? They are. It's a gangster shout out to my
What's up, y'all? Get the direction now so we can do our work creatively.
Died in the Bronx last night due to a fire that killed 10 people in the...
This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook with local recipes. This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook with local recipes. This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook with local recipes. This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook with local recipes. This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning. From mom.
Second down. So we were talking with Kevin Conley.
What do you want to know from me? Ask me.
Well, how is it?
Hmm?
Oh no, look at her face.
This is not pad thai at all. What do you want to know from me? Ask me.
Coach Thompson, saving my life. Forgiving me, Coach Thompson, the opportunity. I was recruited by every school in the country for football. That happened in high school, and all that was taken away. No other teams, no other. My mom went to Georgetown and begged him to give me a chance, and he did. Coach Thompson, saving my life. Forgiving me,
Are you venturing into the fashion industry and is Kim going to be abused?
Am I venturing into the fashion industry? Do you see this cup?
Are you venturing into the fashion industry and is Kim going to be abused? Are you venturing?
I'm venturing into the fashion industry.
Oh man, this is your uncle. Look at this. He's clearly texting this nigga, man. Look at this. Look at it. That's your uncle, man. Did y'all see that? Y'all can't sit there and tell me that's not his. That's not his love. Oh man, this is your uncle. Look at this. He's clearly texting this nigga, man. Look at this. Look at it. That's your uncle, man. Did y'all see that? Y'all can't sit there and tell me that's not his. That's not his love. Oh man, this is your uncle. Look at this. He's clearly texting this nigga, man. Look at this. Look at it. That's your uncle, man. Did y'all see that? Y'all can't sit there and tell me that's not his. That's not his love. Look at it. That's your art, man. Did y'all see that? Y'all can't sit there and tell me that's not his love.
That's progressing. Pro. 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 That's progressing. Pro.
Take it. Suck it up and swallow it. Hey, who over here throwing down? Let your boy get a piece of that. Oh, damn. Word, they are three's a crowd, so let me holler at you. Hey, who over here throwing down? Let your boy get a piece of that.
Cherry won't be approaching. And put the customer with the jersey balance. Please stand away from the yellow line. That's the customer with the jersey balance. Please stand away from the yellow line, sir. Thank you very much.
Stand behind the yellow line, please. Stand behind the yellow line.
Cherry won't be approaching. And put the customer with the jersey. Stand away from the yellow line.
and starting stuff like that, but it's not really about money. Actually, bro, here's the funny thing. On top of your head. Here's the funny thing. I'm just being real. If I was actually broke, literally, if I had to stay on your fans for like $400, I don't want to listen to this guy anymore. And I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around. When I first walked in, I said, "I want the fame." That Bill does. When I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fame?" You said no.
Guys, I got a doozy of a conversation for you here today, but one that I think that is exceptionally appropriate. Adam 22, the man who is renting out his wife for the world to see, recently had a rage quit situation on the podcast at the hands of another creator who goes by the name of Saint and the Center. Now, what you guys are going to watch right now in real time is a clash of ideology. Adam explained it. Society today. Those two things, just because you do it in the damn networks, are not different. You're not monogamous. As if doing it for viewers kind of lessens the flow of it being non-monogamous. So,
What does that mean?
But besides that,
so they have to be getting paid if they're sleeping with other people. You like that? You like how I did that? Let's work.
So you recently were involved. You did like a reality TV series, kind of, to see who. Correct me if I'm wrong. To see who would be the next person who gets to have sexual intercourse with your wife, Lena. Is that?
well, the reality show was intended to find our first boy-girl threesome. So it was a 4-episode series on YouTube, and then the finale, the actual scene, is on our OnlyFans. Yeah.
And you guys did the scene's done.
The scene it's been completed.
Okay.
And decimated.
Who won the?
A guy named Lil D. 24-year-old gentleman from Harlem.
Is he a rapper?
Adam writes, can't believe the world gets to see me bang my wife with another dude tonight on OnlyFans.
The person who's going to f*** my wife is Lil D.
Stop saying on me! Look at him laughing. Oh, this is so crazy.
Should we go upstairs right now?
I'm with it. I don't give a
Wow.
boy, the things I'm gonna do to you.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is going to be the night of your wedding. We're not on camera.
I am the one on the block all day with my wife. Dude, I just think it's crazy to think how much of a flex that this is not, but he apparently is turning it into that. Because being a cuck is a kink to him. Apparently, previously there was this big thing where with Lena and Jason Love, that was the big thing. That was her first time being together. She did that on camera. Like, how do you feel about it? I see myself as really confident. She actually shot the scene. Yeah, just in the sense that she's scales around there. When we shot the scene with got a little deep, I didn't feel any kind of weirdness about that. So for sure, by the time we're done with the shot of the scene, Anthem and team is opening your values off in a marriage to win a
Well, I want Kelly to be proud of me. Make it an even proud. Becky. Look here. You want it sticking out of your cookie or is it surprise in the middle? What are they doing with it, baby? Then you want it inside. So what do you need these cookies for anyway? Oh, it's another daughter career day. Kelly. What are you gonna wear? Why would I go to career day? You're the career. You're a homemaker. And a homemaker is a very undervalued profession. You should go and speak about the things you do for your family. You didn't get first, did you? I guess. No, I was so deep under, I should have laid eggs. Yes, well, Steve and I have a theory about that. Don't you think Kelly wants you to go? She's never asked me. A lot of times, things don't come right out and that's what we really want. I know when I was a young girl, I wanted to go home. So I started talking about stirring. My mother took me to gynecology. So now, whenever I see a Western, I'm just virgin.
So you find that it's enhanced by that? Because I find like, I thought it was fun.
In a different way than, sleeping with other girls. We've done that hundreds of times together. So this was something that switched it up a little bit,
Do you think with all of these unusual sexual experiences that it might lead you down a path to where you have to go to extreme things to get off?
No, I've been jerking off to the exact same type of content my entire life. So the idea that guys who watch porn have to sort of slowly get into more and more extreme.
I'm not talking about watching it, you're in it.
Right, yeah, but I mean, I've been doing porn on camera with her, and this is the only thing that we've done that took it to another level.
Again, another contradiction. The fact that you're so used to and been involved with watching porn your entire life was the preceding event to you wanting to be a part of it, which is the preceding event of you wanting your wife to be a part of it with other men.
We did 7 years straight of just having sex with other girls on camera. This is the only thing that we've done to kind of open it up a little bit to the tune of us becoming like viral couples in America in the past year. So in terms of where we could take it, I mean, I'm not doing any gay shit. And so that's probably like the primary thing, without obviously people asking us if we would ever shoot with a trans person. I'm not interested in that either. So I can't really think of where we would take it.
Okay, without belaboring it, I'm going to let you carry on.
Sure.
Just one last piece. Sometimes we aren't really seeing ourselves in as much as you said she brought the conversation to you. You said that you didn't feel comfortable initially with the Jason Love being involved in.
Well, I agree to the Jason Love thing. It was just once it actually the buyer's remorse quickly replaced with like, oh, this is not a big deal. Nothing changed in our relationship after she shot with another guy. So that was pretty abated quickly.
Right. So it's like called the inversion of morals, which is to say that truth be told, in your heart of hearts, you're not comfortable with it. You want to retain your spouse.
I've had moments of
one second. I didn't interrupt you.
With it,
I didn't interrupt you at all because I do want to hear you out.
You're kind of pushing like a fake narrative by saying that I'm uncomfortable with it.
But I never interrupted you. I
never
interrupted you because I want to hear you out.
I just wanted to save you a little bit of breath by correcting you.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get you angry. I sincerely am interested in what you have to say, but I didn't interrupt you one time. So the reason I ask is because, as I said, you started off, you said that you felt uncomfortable when it happened. She brought up the conversation. You're not bisexual. So sometimes when things happen, you want to keep you make the compromising, but in your heart of heart, that's not really what you wanted. So you're being open, and then you had this idea planted, and then you start adopting it, thinking like, okay, well, I'm okay with it. Maybe it's something that I signed off on too. So you assign it mutuality when in actual fact, the inception of that idea came from her and you adjusted to it.
I wouldn't say the inception of the idea came entirely from her. This is a conversation we've been having throughout the entirety of our relationship as we met more and more male performers that I was comfortable with, and sort of slowly over time realized that this is something that we both felt comfortable with.
Yeah, so when you say that you were comfortable with, right, and it came over time, whereas with the females, it just came straight away, almost like a natural thing, you might say.
Right.
So why in terms of when the guy comes along, there has to be a process, because it's a process of adjusting to something that's unpleasant? Great question.
Exclusively on ESPN Plus, UFC 296. Edwards versus Covington for the welterweight title. And Patty the Batty versus Ferguson in a lightweight bout. ESPN Plus subscribers can stream UFC 296 for only $79.99. Find on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Feed the pigeons, and then walk by a construction site and make them poop like jackals.
I'm currently spending 7 days buried alive, and I wanted to tell you guys what I'm using to get through this challenge. My friend has an app called Speechify that basically had...
Question.
Why was there a process that it took some adoption? What are you asking?
Yeah, it seems as though different than the females came naturally, and it seemed to not be an issue.
It was a very clearly worded question. I think he was trying a diversionary tactic to get himself up out of it. But I would say a question like that is a check. Let's not say it's a checkmate on the board, because I'd be interested to see his answer to that. But Adam Manfeld checkmated, so he diverted his attention.
$200. I guess it is fair that you get to bang other girls, so logically she should get outside the... Still, got to be tough to see another dude really or woman. Also, hey, James Butler, these folks need your wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this angle gets it, but of course it's going to be a little awkward for you to go through the transition of seeing your girl do that for the first time. But ultimately, she told me, even up until the moment that she was leaving the house to go shoot it, she's like, I won't do this if you don't feel comfortable with it. And I told her, even though there is a degree to which I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm still willing to give this a shot because I realize the underlying value. And I mean, to be honest, we both made 7 figures off of that one scene in and of itself.
And I believe that. I don't doubt the financial aspect at all. But, like, for example, and I know maybe people watching might not be able to relate to this, but say once you cross $2 million, right? Have you found that there are a significant number of things you can do with money that you can't do when you have $2 million versus, say, $15 million?
I'm not really doing anything with any of the money I make. I don't have any sort of like fancy habits or hobbies or anything like that. It's just the same way as me. I mean, we're into buying property and starting businesses and stuff like that, but it's not really about the money and what we can do with it because we don't really do anything with it.
And it's so crazy because you're hearing him say at one junction, it's not about the money, but then you just hear him say that it was money. Money is not everything, fellas. There should not be a man that is watching this content right now that should ever sell their soul for $7 million. The short-term benefit of that $1 million, $2 million, let's say even $3 million should not override the long-term benefit of having a fantastic mark that you left on this world. A legacy that is worth communicating to your children and your grandchildren about. There's not a man that watches this platform that should be that damn cheap and easy.
Right, so when you say there was an underlying value,
probably just money primarily, but then
Also, I think, you guys, wait, go ahead. Let one of them talk. I think that's a checkmate. That's a checkmate right there. That's a checkmate. Let one of them.
Morals over money at the end of the day, gentlemen. Don't become like Adam, who's a fake happy demon. So anyway, you see kind of the dynamic. The saint and the sinner is asking these questions from a morality, motivation perspective, while Adam 22 is backed into a corner, one of which logic is just not his strong suit. Let's actually fast forward to the rage quit later in the conversation. I'll say it's about 30 or so minutes later, so we can see what ticked Adam off to get him to walk out.
Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke. Okay. And then you walk away, tell someone else Jack and Coke. They hand you a Jack and Coke, you come back and bring it back to me and hope that I would give you a good tip. That's your skill set.
And what about it? It's hard work. And what about it? And what about it?
Yes. There is no skill set is the point, which is to say if I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would reach poverty.
You can't.
Because your brain is
You're right, yeah. I'm just good for nothing. Yep.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans. And that's my point. Is that's what you're good for. And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that
I think you are trying to be rude.
No, I'm just being honest.
No, I mean, being honest about what? Do you even know who I am as a person? I mean, before like throwing these insults that I'm just this brain dead fucking woman who has nothing to offer?
But is it at how many? When you actually, there were some, but
Brainless might be a little.
Do you even know me? Like, you don't even. And you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Do you think? You know what I'm thinking? I'm a little bit upset. Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money.
Yeah.
Stop. He's an imposter.
Now, just to give a little bit of context, say back in the something that was talking about. Say, man, Adam interjects like this is what's happening to Adam as well because he's into escort as well. I think we all are kind of in a good space. We don't really consider someone that's a scam artist come up with I think Adam's completely wrong here. The moral superiority that he's juxtaposing to the decisions that Adam 22 has made in his life is bothering Adam. This is his deepest fear, his deepest insecurity. Now that he's out of the digital bubble where he feels protected and he's interacting with somebody who's making him feel the consequences of his actions. There goes the rage quit. Let's watch.
Let's just take a little pause here. I'm done. I don't want to listen to this guy anymore. And I feel like I might have something to scream if I were to stick around. When I first walked in, I might have to polish that building. When I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the paint?" You said no. Okay. When I first walked in, I said, "Do you want the paint?" You said no. We need to take care of that before the show started. Do you guys have like some pre-existing beef or something? When I came in, downstairs, the first thing I said, when I saw him, I said, "Do you need that paint?" And he said, "No, it's just content." Oh, I didn't know you guys had one. Yeah, so I walked up, I said, "Do you need that paint?" And he said, "No, it's just content." Oh, but I mean, like, did you guys have like a previous? I went on no joke. I waited until I left the state of California and started talking crazy. And I said, "If you had an issue or with the bird, you know, right there in your studio, but you don't have to wait until so with them, I don't know. And then he DM'd me on Instagram, like, "Hey, bro, we gotta like do a show when we come back." Super. No, I'm
So at rage quits, he never comes back to the show. And honestly, I think that for the continuation of his career, he made a fantastic decision. Because he's probably thinking to himself is that he's going to be made into a content milk factory from the questions that were being levied his way. And he's not about to sit through the next 4 hours of having these questions, these formulaic questions levied upon him, while having to defend a lifestyle which is unequivocally less moral than the lifestyle of a corn actor. that involves his wife in the business. By the way, none of the girls, including the one in the pink, actually left the podcast, which I would say is a bit odd because I believe it's from this girl who was sitting over here in the pink downwards are all OnlyFans or S workers who could probably gain clout, money, notoriety by getting to know an Adam 22. But anyway, guys, go up to the whatever podcast. I have the link to it down in the description box down below so you can see.
So here is a little lesson for us. The rest is offering special rewards for new parents. But not stopping there. We think even cat babies deserve rewards. Like candy people with birthdays. Recent grads who can't move on the
This leaf filter gutter protection actually costs. Tap below to check local pricing now. You'll clean out your gutters.
Have a half-life son. First of all, it's not that you're black that I didn't date you. It's that most of you speak to women like you're standing on a prison yard, and I don't find that attractive. Secondly, no one complains when black men date outside of their race and give their wealth to women outside of their race. But you have a problem when you see a black woman that has dated outside of their race. Is it because you're trying to convince us that we're undesirable when the fact is you're the one that's undesirable and you only have a certain amount of options, and we figured it out.
That opening clip was from a young lady by the name of Sharika Soul. She's not really so active on YouTube, but you can find her more often on Twitter. And she has her own website called divesteddiary.com. She's the host of the Divested Diary podcast, a divester, writer, and content creator at Gateway Pundit. Now, what is the Gateway Pundit? Can I get a da-da-da sound effect? The Gateway Pundit, as Wikipedia confirms, is an American far-right fake news website. This website is known for publishing falsehoods, hoaxes, and conspiracy theories. And according to this particular definition, no wonder why this young lady here writes over there. And of course, she dislikes black men a whole lot. And one of the reasons why she says she does is because her adopted black dad assaulted her in that way when she was coming up. And if that happened, it's definitely something that I feel sorry for her about, and that shouldn't have happened. But then again, she hates on the black community all day. She continues to hate not only on black men, but black people alone. You will hear it in this video.
America, is the plan to just ignore all of the hate crimes being committed by black Americans every single day? And I'm not talking just one or two. I'm not even talking 5. In 2023 alone, there's been over 2,200 hate crimes committed against white people and Asians. And guess who is responsible for committing those crimes? Well, the majority of those crimes. You guessed it. Cookie and Ray Ray. Come on, America. Stop calling. Just because they have black skin doesn't mean they should get a pass in hate crimes. So let's look at that number one more time. 2,200 hate crimes committed against whites and Asians, most.
Standing. We won't have to worry about that one now.
Mostly by Black Americans. Black.
5 years. Years ago, okay, but I'm 38 now. Y'all are being pervs. But still, this is her trying to act like it's somebody else's fault. Let me just say this. If you're 18-year-old, right, and you commit crime, well, you're still an adult. You don't get to say, very controversial against African Americans and black men in particular. And she says this, okay? I'm not the watermelon chick, but I am Miracle. I was 18, so I don't know who the watermelon chick was, but Miracle must have been her name at the time that she was, doing whatever she was doing. I'm not sure why people think it's a secret or something I'm not aware of when I had to sign a contract and the videos were distributed to stores across America. If it was 5 years ago, okay, but I'm 38 now. Y'all are being pervs. But still, this is her trying to act like it's somebody else's fault. Let me just say this. If you're 18-year-old, right, and you commit crime, well, you're still an adult. You don't get to say, you know what, at 38, I killed somebody, and that was I was 18. Well, of course you can grow and you can develop then, right? But see, the one thing that is true, you still had a preference for worshiping white men then, and it seems like you have a preference for worshiping white men now, and that vitriol that you had towards black people is still the same hope then that you have now. Let me just say this real quick. If a black man goes around with that sort of vitriol that this woman has, oh, he's going to get kicked off the internet. Look at all the hatred that you had for Kevin Samuels, who was nowhere near as bad as her or Cynthia G. But then again, these ladies who go around, trying to kiss up to the other side, and I'm talking about white America, and you have a half-white child and still you seem to still not have a white husband, but you want ladies to divest and become like you. And I just have a question for a woman like this. Do you think they actually respect you? This is probably what you're going to understand. Once that happens, listen to what I'm about to say. You get into a relationship with somebody in another community, and you talk down on your own community in the way that you do. And yes, we have our problems. And yes, we're definitely not the strongest that we've been. But then you want to absolve whites from all of their problems. And guess who complains about being in racist relationships at one point? Ladies like this. They're going to be the first ones to come out and say, sad music, you know what? Those white people over there, they really treated me wrong. They really treated me bad.